the tool in the toolbar. As we know, when you join a rectangle, put the Smart Pen on the blank area and drag the left button. Now, a rectangle is made. If you want to draw a line, put the Smart Pen on the blank area and left click in the blank area, and left click again and right click. Now you can enter the length of the line and right click. Now a line is made. And if you want to make a parallel line, put the Smart Pen on the line and press the left button and press the line. Here you can determine the parallel position. Right click to finish. It's the process using the Smart Pen, using the left button and right button, and without it, we can also use the tool here. If you put the arrow, put the Smart Pen on those tools, there are some information here. The information tell you the name of those tools. Back to the design mode and right click. We can select tool. Here you can select the toolbar. If you click, the toolbar will show here. If you click the button tool will show here. This is the right tool. If you want to know the steps of how to operate those tools, click the show tool information and click OK. When you click the tools, here I have some information to show you how to use those tools. Here I will simply to describe how to use these tools. If you want to draw a rectangle, you can use the Smart Pen with left button, and you can also click the rectangle tool and now make a rectangle. Actually, it's the same operation using the left button without this tool. So if you're familiar with the Smart Pen, you do not click this tool. In the rectangle tool mode, every step you made, that is a rectangle. If you do not choose the tool of rectangle, you just press the left button of the mouse and relieve. Now a rectangle is made, and right click. And if you want to make a line, you just click and right click. Now a line is made. So click the rectangle tool is unnecessary. Also, you can click to make the parallel line. Click the parallel line and click the line and move the mouse and click the line. So you can determine the distance of the parallel line and right click. So different it's just different, some little different when you use those tools or when you use the Smart Pen. The parallel line tool of the tool of parallel line here. If you click the tool, pick the line and move the mouse and click again. Here you can enter the distance and right click. If you do not use the parallel line tool, back to the design mode. Press the line with left key and relieve. Now a parallel line is made. A right click. And if we make a parallel line like this kind of shape, if we use the parallel line, put the Smart Pen on the parallel line and drag the mouse, drag the left key, and you can see those two parts is not connected. We have to use the parallel line tool to make this parallel line. Right click and back to the last step. Click the parallel line, right click on this line, and left click this line, and move the mouse, click the left button. Now enter the value, into the data, like 2 centimeters. Those two parts here and here is connected, and right click. So the operation step is different based on the shape of the structure line. I will do it again. Right click on this line, right click on this line, and left click on this line and move the mouse with left button and click into the distance of the line, like 2 centimeters, and right click and click the design mode and right click on this line. You can see right click. Actually, it's the straight line. If this line is curved, it's similar operation steps. Click the parallel tool, right click on this line, right click on this line, left click on this line, and then move the mouse and click the left button and enter the data and right click. But what's the difference? The difference that is, if it's the straight line, the parallel line will not change. This parallel line will not change with the original line. If it's a curve, when you change the original line, this curve parallel line will change according to the original line. So this is the difference of the parallel line. It's the difference of the straight line and curve line and right click. So this is the tour of parallel line. Cross line, click the cross line and click. Actually, the cross line we can also use the smart pen. Back to the last step. If we do not use the cross line, we back to the design mode. Put the smart pen on this point and drag the left button. You can see a cross line is made. Put the smart pen on this line. Now a cross line is made. But if you are using the tour of the cross line, now the operation is changed. You have to and click the point here. Now it's a cross line is made. So the difference is that the steps operation is different when you're using the smart pen or the tool. Here is to make a line. If you make a line, put the smart pen in on the blank arrow, click the left button, and move to another space. Click the left button. Now 2 points, make a one line and right click. Now a straight line is made. Right click. Now a line is made. If you use the tool of straight line, actually it's the same operation. Click left button, but you do not to click the right button. The dialog will comes out because this is the tour of a straight line. So you just click twice, a line is made. So it's kind of different when you're using the smart pen. And now you enter the distance, the length of the line. After you finish, right click. And if you choose the tour, every step you making that is a straight line, except you back to the design mode to exit the tour of line. If you want to make a vertical or parallel line using this tool, as you can see, click the left button. Now it's the free mode. Every angle you can make. But if you click the right button, you can switch to the tool to a certain angle. You can make a line parallel. You can make a line horizontal. You can make a line vertical. Every step, when you turn the angle, when you turn the direction of the arrow, you can see it's a horizontal, it's a vertical, it's 45 degrees. When you finish, right click. When you finish, left click. Now you can determine the length. And this is a curve tool. As we know, 2 points make a one line, 3 points or 4 points to make a curve. So if you want to make a curve, click right click. But actually you can see this is right point, right? And this is right point, right? There's no parameter for you to edit it. So we better not do the curve line this way. If you want the line connected to each other, we better, this is a straight line, right? Here this is a green point. Now we can edit the green line. We can also right click on the line to adjust the shape. Turn the curve line to the straight line to a curved line. And now here we can edit the length. Now the right point can be edited, but here the right point you cannot edit it. You can't determine the length of this line. You can determine the length of the curve. Or you can use this tool, make link. You can make the right point to link this point. You can make a learn point. Now you can link this right point. Click this tool and left click this point and left click this point. It means this point linked to this point. You can choose the three-way, or you can choose the two-way of making the linkage. You can choose the line point or arrow point, HV, horizontal and vertical arrow point. If you click this one, it's one line. Here you can determine the distance, 15 centimeters. This is here to here, the straight line. Here to here, as you can see, it's 15. It means straight here to here. The purple point to the right point, straight line, is 15 point. But actually, if we put the arrow to this curve, you can see it's 20 centimeters. So you have to notice that the difference of the length of this line and the distance from this point and to this point. When you finish, right click. And we can also choose another way. If you click the make link and click point and click this point, you can also change the arrow point of side point. Actually, click this one. Here have a horizontal distance and the vertical distance. We can see the horizontal is 10 and the vertical is 6. If we connect those 2 points, this is the horizontal distance and this is the vertical distance.